Hey guys, this is Jade. I'm here because I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to do a wallet insert for your micro traveler's notebook. I originally ordered this doohickey here, and it's nice. It works just fine if you like this. And I liked it at first, but realized that it was making my traveler's notebook, my micro, a little too bulky. And so the other stuff didn't quite fit in, and while I like it chunky, I don't want it like overflowing. So I found a tutorial online, and I will link the original tutorial below on how to make your own wallet inserts. And I made this one here. So I like this one because it's flatter. It keeps everything flatter. The original tutorial, like I said, I'll link it below, but it was made for a pocket size, so I did have to adjust the size and the orientation because in her tutorial the cards are going this way, but that wasn't going to fit in this micro. So I'll take this out so you can see. This is what it looks like. There's two slots on either side, so you have room for what, 8 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. And so far this thing has been working out for me quite well. I love it. The only thing, this was my mistake, when you're making this, do not, when you're cutting it out, don't cut that close to the seal because it will pop open like this. Now, even though it has popped open, it still has been working for me, but I wanted to make a new one that wasn't popped open. See, this one's fine, even yeah, and it hasn't popped open, so I think I cut just a little too close on this one. So just be mindful of that if you decide to make this little project. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. First, you're gonna need a ruler, Tim Holtz ruler. You may or may not need a ruler. You'll definitely need a cutting board. I won't, because I went ahead to save time and I pre-cut my papers. You'll need some tape, and you'll need a laminating machine, and of course lamination papers, and you'll need an X-Acto knife or a cutting knife, anything to cut with that you're comfortable cutting with. And this is optional, but a corner rounder for the edges if that's what you want to do. If not, then you don't need this. All right, I have my ruler to let you guys know the measurements of the papers. So you want to cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of paper that are 2 3/8 by 3. Okay, and you want to cut out 4 sheets of paper. Let's see, that's 4. These are going to be your base at 2 3/8 by 4. So that is the measurements for our project here. Now what you want to do is decide which order or which ones you want to put it in. I'm not going to try to take too long to do that here. I'll put those there, and these, so maybe I'll switch them. Yeah, that looks a little better, I think. Here, okay, so what you want to do is take the first one, and I'm going to take one of each here. All right, sorry. And get you some tape. I'm going to go ahead and put just a few pieces here, so I'm not constantly reaming off tape on camera. Okay, I hope they don't stick to my desk. Anywho, and what you want to do is, actually I want this one to show out mostly on the outside, is line these two up, the first two up. So you have your base here, and this is going to make one of the pockets. So you line that up as best you can, and then and sorry guys if this takes a little longer. Sometimes I can be a perfectionist. I'll try not to be too annoying in this video. So there you go. There's your first pocket. Voila, as I would say. And here you want to take a card. So you take one of these cards just to kind of measure. I'm going to take an actual card. Let's take my Tuesday morning cards. You guys know I stay in that store. To see where you want your second pocket to fall. So, of course, you want to leave room from the top, but you also want to make sure that I think that's about good, right, guys? Alright, so what you want to do is hold that there. Try to get it as even as possible on your paper. And take one of your tapes here and tape it down, and go ahead and tape the back side of that one as well. And you're just going to keep doing the same thing with the other ones, okay? So, and what you can do, since this one is done, you can just use this one as a guide to line up the rest of the stuff, so you don't have to keep doing what I did with this card here. So this, let's do this one. See? And then you can just line it up there. See where it kind of falls. If I can keep the thing straight anyway. Shoot. There we go. Now let's get a little tape here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of frame. Let's see, and try to get it straight, guys. See how I'm not getting it straight. I used up all my tape already, so I'm gonna get some more here. So those two are done. We just have to do the same thing for the other two parts. Alright, so we got our 4 little pieces. Here is the part that's optional, guys. If you want to round the corners, you can. If you don't, you do not have to. I am going to round them on the 1/4 of an inch side, just so they're not all sharp and pokey. To go. And right now I'm using a 5x7 laminating sheet. Is that on the inside? Okay, that's the outside. So I think, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. You do have to decide which order you want them in. I think I want these on the outside, so like this, and these two on the inside. So I'm going to do one of each like that. And you can put them in whatever order you want. You can have all mismatched paper or whatever. It's up to you. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of tape. And all this is going to get sealed up in the laminating machine. So it doesn't have to be great. But you just want to tape them together. And make sure everything is even. And do the same for these two. So I'm just using my ATG gun. You can use whatever tape or adhesive that you like best. Glue. What's the other one? Score tape. Double-sided tape. Whatever. You can even use that Scotch tape you were using earlier if you want. So there you go. We got our pieces together, and now it's time for lamination. Of course, you want to get these in the middle of the sheet, and you want to leave a little space. This is a space that is going to be used, of course, to wrap it around your elastic. And usually, sorry if my head is in the frame, usually I have my mat under here to measure with, but I don't. So where is my ruler? I think I'm gonna leave a little less space. So maybe about a quarter of an inch. Yeah, I think that should be good. I honestly can't remember how much I left in the last one. Alright, I'm going to run this through the laminator, guys. And try to keep everything even. Alright, great. Now what you want to do here, in case there's any air or anything in there. See, didn't get sealed quite the way we want here on this side. You just want to make a few air bubbles, holes, I guess, and you're gonna cut here anyway to make your pockets. So just use the paper as a guideline, and you'll see. I'm not very good with this X-Acto knife. I never have been. I don't know if I ever will be. But it's pretty straightforward here. So what I'm going to do is run this through the laminator a few more times. And then we'll be ready to cut our pockets open and trim this down and everything. So let me go do that. You guys hang on. I will be back. Okay guys, I'm back. I ran this through the laminator a lot. I like to make sure it gets a good seal all around the edges here. So I run it through this way, this way, this way, and this way, and then this time I also turned it over and ran it through this way, this way, this way, and this way. So I essentially did it twice. So hopefully it's got a nice good seal along all the edges. And what you want to do next is cut open the pockets. Now see here, be a little more careful than me. Like I said, I'm a perfectionist, and you can see where this isn't quite even here on this side. I think everything else turned out okay though. So, but it'll still work even if it's not quite perfect, but just take a little more care than I did here. So I'm going to cut the pockets open. And like I said, I suck with this X-Acto knife, but this is pretty straightforward. You can pretty easily fill the lines and cut them along the tops here. At least I could my first go around. This one is being a little bit more difficult, and it may be because I ran it through the laminator so many times. There we go. So there is your first pocket, guys. And just push it down in there. You'll feel it giving. There you go. And you do the same here. And just pry it up, and there you go. And I think it helped when we did it before. So there you go. It should go down a little more, but there we go. Let's done, and we will just continue. That's me with my terrible cuts. Some of you guys, I'm sure, can do better. My other one was way better when I cut it open. Anyway, the pockets are open, so what you want to do is trim this down. And I'm just going to get my trimmer here. And like I said, don't get too close to the edge or it will definitely pop open on you here. Let me see. I can't really see where the edge is here. I'm just hoping I'm not cutting through it. Let me see where that went. So you can get close, but just try not to go over into that edge or even get too close, because it will pop open. Like I said, I actually still haven't had a problem with the one I have that popped open, and you can always relaminate it to get it to close back, but I don't know if it'll actually always stay, or you can just tape it together. But that's not what we're gonna do here. We're just gonna cut this down. See? And then we're gonna round the edges, and also let me get my hole punch if I can find it. Of course, oh, here it is. Okay, sorry guys. Should already had that out, but I didn't. What you're gonna do is round these corners as well, so you're not poking yourself with the lamination. And that's, like I said, that's optional. You do not have to do that. I like to do that because I don't want to be killing myself, slicing my fingers open. And here, and this is optional as well, but I feel like it gives better give, and it's not stressing your elastics so much if you do this. Just right here at the top in the middle, cut a little sliver, punch a little sliver. This looks like I got a lot of crap in here. Okay. Sorry guys. Ugh, I hate this thing. Hold up, I bought a different one. Okay. Like I bought a different one with some cushion on it. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, there, that's better. And because that other one was hurting my hands when I would use it. And there's, so as you can see, there is just a little bit punched out on each side, and that is going to be how you fit it in your wallet. So, and I will show you. Let's put a couple cards in it, what it looks like. There. So there you see what it looks like. If you guys, I will go through and put cards on in all of them just so you can see the effect. There. So you're all set, guys. There is your thing now, and it's thinner. It doesn't take up as much room, and you can still get a fair amount of cards in there, you know. So I just really keep my essential cards on me anyway, so it's perfect for my needs. Not everybody is gonna need just 8 cards. They might need more, but for me this works. If you have any comments or questions, I will be happy to answer. Leave them below. And again, like I said, I will link the original tutorial. So if you're wanting to do this for your pocket or figure out how to do it for a bigger size, you can look at the original tutorial. That's how I did it, and I just adjusted for my needs. Thank you all for watching and hanging in there with me. I will try to cut out the unnecessary parts. Like I said, this is only my second tutorial video. And that is it for me. You guys have a good one. Bye.